he didn't get enough out of this. If they said $1,000, it might make sense, but $100 just seems to be a petty nuisance.
I appreciate your point. It's been a tough go.
We've been working on this contract for months, trying to iron it out. It was a convoluted contract. I think it was poorly written to begin with. They had addressed in the contract 110 active units, but we were only being billed for 69. That's what they're not carrying over to the new building. They're going to bill us for every single one, whether we use them or not, in the new building, and at a different rate. And we've tried for months to initiate the old contract into the new building, and no luck. And we're getting to the point now that we have to make a decision. We have to get the cable into the building.
And I'm sure you've established that you're not paying any more per hookup unit than, say, the Sheraton or any other commercial hotel would be paying for the same.
They've assured us that the rates that they're going to be billing us are consistent with the industry.
Over that.
Okay, any commissioner want to make a motion to accept the contract with Time Warner for $1,030.96 per month for TV? You make the motion?
Oh, no, I was asking what the numbers were. What was the numbers again?
$1,030.96.
I thought that you said 8,000. No?
No,
No, 1,000.
Oh, 1,030.
$1,030.96 per month.
And that is with a $300-something
And then-
increase, eh?
Right, so our current bill, or our last bill, was $651.58, and we'll be making up the difference in that, with that charge with the residents purchasing for the use of the TV in their room.
So you're making up the difference, so it will be like the same, like $600 a month?
Budgetarily, it shouldn't be there won't be a
shouldn't
difference.
be.
No, right.
Okay.
Won't be also.
Well, I make a motion then to approve the contract of Time Warner for
$1,030.96.
$1,030.96.
I'll second the motion. All those for the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So voted.
Department heads are meeting weekly now on Thursdays. We're all getting together to talk about the move and talk about what things need to occur, et cetera. The focus on tomorrow's meeting has to do with volunteers, the identification of needs, orientation to the new building, and moving forward, I'd like to ask Patty Kane to come next week or the week after, just to chat about what the volunteers will be doing and whatever.
Okay.
We are assembling a list of volunteers. They will be contacted, but we really want to clearly define what's going to happen as we move forward. So
Okay.
that's working on.
Did you say that was next Thursday?
We meet every Thursday, so we'll be meeting. But if
Tomorrow?
we meet tomorrow, every Thursday at 9. Another comment that's not on my agenda is that we are helping at Farm Day on Saturday. We are helping with the raffles. We're doing face painting for the kids, and we are providing the cooking hamburgers and things. And the money that is raised from that will be going to the 501c3 committee, or Friends of
Friends of
Mountain View. Okay. Bob, do you want to speak to the moving company?
Yeah, the moving company has, one of the moving companies has resubmitted one of their quotes to be consistent with a standard price rather than a floating price.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it comes down to price, so if, did you get a copy of?
Last week. Oh,
I didn't bring a copy with me.
No, I thought that's what I asked. No, I didn't bring the revised.
No, I apologize. I left the moving company contract next door. However, as I said, the one moving company has revised their quote.
So we have two quotes. One is from.
No, I have it right here. I do have it. I'm sorry. One from Huff and one from
Picker.
the Country Picker.
I didn't know you were that efficient.
And which one are you
It's been a
recommending?
busy week.
Which one are you recommending?
$2,000 difference comparable companies. I'm recommending Huff for the.
And I agree.
$2,000 savings.
Yeah, they're equal contracts as far as manpower getting the job done, but unfortunately, there's a $2,000 difference in price.
Well, I'm not sure that's unfortunately. I think that's great.
Well, unfortunate for one of the applicants,
I
I should
think
say.
in this, and I don't think it happens all of the time, but the issue won't. We met both companies and felt strongly about both of them, and you know, so we feel, you know, they're both companies in Carroll County,
Yep.
and
Well, it was hard to make a decision. We both felt comfortable with both companies, and ultimately, this contract came down to price, period. The company that had the variation in price had a low and a high. I called them up and asked them to resubmit with a fixed price, and that his fixed price came in.
So we're talking about $6,755, correct?
No, that's
No.
for one portion of the move. You have to add the two together.
Phase one is $5,720.
Correct.
What is the difference between phase one and phase two?
Well, we're going to be moving the building in two phases.
Oh,
Well, actually three, one being the kitchen, but we're not including that in the moving contract. The moving contract is only two phases. One is going to be the administration, which is going to happen a week before the resident
see.
move.
okay.
A lot of the resident files, equipment, furniture is going to be moved over a week ahead of time and set up. And then the day of the move, that's when the big thing happens.
Well, the fun begins.
That's when the fun begins. Residents go in one door, movers go in the other door.
And they are aware that it's going to be the 13th of September?
we haven't gone back. We're waiting for the award of the
Oh, okay.
award of the contract.
All right. Phase one, it said is, they have approximately 12 men and 3 to 4 trucks to allow the move to be accomplished in about 6 or 7 hours. And in phase two, time is a critical one and has been given careful consideration in order to come up with a realistic commitment on what the actual time will be needed to accomplish the move. This move will have approximately 16 men and 4 to 5 trucks and will be done in under 5 hours. Our proposed price of $6,755 is a guaranteed price, and we will deduct $600 per hour from the final invoice for each hour, broken down to the closest half hour beyond the 5-hour guaranteed time. So, the proposed price, phase one, is not to exceed $5,720. For phase two, not to exceed $6,755. So it could be less than those two figures. I would
Point of order,
move.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Would you read that again, what
Yeah,
they're going to?
it started sounding like
Are they talking about adding that on if it goes over the guaranteed price, or deducting it?
No, deducting.
Deducting.
It sounded like it
Deducting.
should be deducting, but
That's
it
right.
doesn't read that.
We will deduct $600 per hour
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
from the final invoice for each hour
Thank you.
under, but we guarantee 5 hours.
The price that they quoted us is a guaranteed not to exceed price.
Okay.
So even if they're working longer than 5 hours, we will still pay like $6,075.
Correct.
Right.
And
They
there's
put a
no
cap.
material on either one of these bids?
There is, and they added a percentage for materials in there, which wasn't, I think it amounted to
Our
$300-$400.
proposal allows for approximately $350 for materials.
And that's gonna be enough boxes?
If the materials are not needed, then the final bill could be less.
And what's your
We have-
plan on the boxes?
We have.
We have boxes.
Oh,
I've
they're-
been saving boxes since January, and I've
So
probably
you're
got,
gonna do your own packing?
That's
yes.
correct, yeah.
I would move that we okay the contract with
William C. Huff.
William C. Huff Company out of Wolfboro.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on it? Could be less than the figures that I have given. All those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, nay. Any abstentions? Then, so voted.
The generator, Bob?
The generator, I indicated last week that we had a problem starting the generator. We did have to call in CAT. They came up, they found a problem with the radiator cap. There was the radiator cap had failed, and there was also a leak in the coolant heater line. The generator is supposed to maintain 120 degrees, 365, 24 hours. And that it had a leak.
Mhm.
So it caused the coolant level to drop, and that tripped a sensor, tripped a safety device, causing the generator to fail. But it's been corrected. I performed a generator test after they fixed it, ran fine. I performed a generator test this morning, ran fine, no issues.
Okay,
So I think it was a minor repair.
okay, good.
All was
And
well.
they had no problems getting them here?
No problems at all. That's Will's.
Actually, Will did it, okay.
Yeah, that's Will's part. He called them, I think that they were here within an hour, hour and a half.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
what else we
Please
got?
accept.
Okay, waste management contract?
Waste management contract, we've got everything pretty much ironed out except for Primex.
Except for?
Primex, yeah, it's in Prime, we're waiting for an answer from Primex right now as far as the insurance is concerned. Everything else has been ironed out. They've agreed to our, basically changes of contract terms. The wording changes that Attorney Dewhurst had recommended, they accepted. They've rewritten the contract. I have it here, I'm not ready to give to you yet because we haven't heard from Primex. As soon as we do, then I'll be giving it to you to sign.
So you can take those two back?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then the vendor quotes.
I'm ready for a few more vendor quotes. Contracts. The sprinkler and fire pump quarterly and annual inspection and testing. The fire pump testing and inspection. Hood and duct cleaning and inspection. Fire suppression testing and inspection. Fire alarm monitoring and fire alarm maintenance. These are all items that are in the general building maintenance. These are all mandated inspections and cleaning services that must be done. I've invited a number of companies: Tri-State Fire Protection, Hampshire Fire Protection, Capital Fire Protection, for the sprinkler, fire pump, and fire extinguisher testing, and fire alarm monitoring. I also invited for fire alarm monitoring specifically night security alarm, Hackworth Fire and Security, which currently does the nursing home, Siemens out of Canton, Massachusetts, who is the installer of the system next door, and Tri-State Fire Protection, which is one of the services that they offer as fire alarm monitoring and maintenance. The quotes that were returned, as I noted, were quotes that they were interested in giving prices on. If they didn't, they either weren't interested or they don't provide that particular service. So the sprinkler system and the fire pump inspection and testing, I recommend Tri-State Fire Protection for $1,815 annually. Fire extinguisher testing and inspection, I recommend Tri-State Fire Protection at $346.50 annually. The kitchen hood and duct cleaning and inspection, this is a semi-annual inspection. We have 2 hoods. I recommend Tri-State Fire Protection for $2,400